What is up, everyone? Coffee Break is back with another video. Yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit of film study in this one, and we're going to specifically be looking at defense. What the 49ers, what kind of looks they got from the Bills, and just how much of a mismatch this game was, how lopsided it got. And credit to the Bills. They did everything right. They executed perfectly. The Bills coming in were already an elite or at least a top tier offense. You factor in Josh Allen, but they really have good receivers. They also have a great offensive line. And with the Niners, struggling to get pressure to the quarterback, struggling with mobile quarterbacks, period. But then you factor in the secondary, isn't all that great with speed, and Bills just spread it out, right? And styles makes fights. And so in this one, the 49ers were just outmatched from the gate. And we'll be looking at some plays that I was, obviously paying attention to. But a lot, and also a lot to improve on. The 49ers weren't just, mismatched. They made some mistakes. There seems to be some communication issues there on the secondary, which kind of, it definitely cost them some touchdowns in this one. But let's get started. Why don't we just start from the top? Second play in. The first play was offsides defense, so that's already a penalty off to the wrong side of the ball there. But here we get what I want to focus on is Javon Kinlaw. He just kind of gets pushed out of the play, and the Bills were kind of running to his side at the start. I don't know if they continued that, but early on they were targeting Javon Kinlaw's side. But Javon Kinlaw, the Bills came in, they wanted to set the tone. We're going to be physical, running the football early. And the Niners, they're a physical team, but to the Bills' credit, they were like, we're not going to be no punks on this football field. They set the tone early. The next play here, this is a missed tackle by Dante Johnson. He's going to be over here. Let's watch. I believe this is a screen. Yep. Have to make that tackle right there. Boom. Straight line. So this is how huge this is. You make this tackle here, it's a loss of one. Tackle for loss. Instead, the Bills ended up picking up this first down. This is a 2nd and 1 play. So it should have been 3rd and short, forced the Bills an early 3rd down there to convert. But they ended up picking up the first down. Did I get that wrong? Is that Tavarius Moore? Oh, snap, it is. Got that wrong in my notes. Sorry about that. That's Tavarius Moore with the missed tackle. So that's even, worse for the star. Who we think is going to be a nice safety for us. That's Tavarius Moore. So that's my mistake. And Moore, has more mistakes coming. Sorry, that was corny. But Tavarius Moore had a rough game. I think he had the rough game of them all, to be quite honest with you. So, yikes. Wow. Did not expect that coming. Now, speaking of Tavarius Moore, I think the very next play is a missed assignment by him. I don't know. Maybe the Bills ran a nice concept here to get Cole Beasley the ball. You see that? That's Tavarius Moore here. He's playing his zone, but they run 2 verticals there, and that's kind of the weak spot in that zone. Slow it down. That's that weak spot in that zone there. And the Bills were able to exploit a lot of the holes in the defensive coverages the Niners had. And then you factor in the miscommunications. I mean, it just looked ugly. And that's Tavarius Moore being targeted there for a second time. The Bills, you'll notice the Bills were not afraid to attack the corners, Richard Sherman, Jason Verrett. They also weren't afraid to go after Dante Johnson, obviously, and then Tavarius Moore. So, yeah, they were just they did whatever they wanted in this game. Let's look at later down this drive. This was a long, lengthy drive. They basically got it to the goal line, but let's look at this play. I want to focus again on Javon Kinlaw. Looks like so the guard and the center are going to allow Kinlaw to pass, and this, left guard is going to come through and kind of block him here. This is going to be a run to this side, to the right side where Kinlaw is. So it frees up two linemen to go after our linebackers. It's a pretty nice execution by the Bills. I'll put in slow motion there. So they allow, I had it backwards, my bad. It was right here. But again, same concept, same everything. Exactly what I was saying. Boom. They let him pass. He was on the other side. Sorry, that's DJ Jones. This is where Javon Kinlaw's at. And again, they're going to just kind of let him slip through. And he's pulling to kind of seal him here. Boom. And now you have two linemen blocking your linebackers, kind of freed up in a nice little hole there that the running back has. So, again, they were trying to run through the Kinlaw side of the ball. And, the Bills had a phenomenal game plan coming in. Very impressed with how they were able to set plays up for their players. And again, let's look at the next play. Eric Armstead. Is he getting blocked by a tight end again? Right here. Please tell me it ain't so. This is a running play? No, it's a passing play. Play action. Get off that man. Come on, you have to do a better job. This is a tight end blocking your defensive end that you're paying $17 million. Incredible. Now let's see how this play ends. Yeah. He even gives him a nice pat in the back. I don't know if you saw that. After the tight end worked him, after he just gets worked, look right here. I had you blocked all the way. I'm sure that's what he said. Boom. Better luck next time. Wow. Okay. So a little bit of a revenge play here now, though. Boom. Armstead was like, I'm not having none of that. Boom. Get off me. Nice tackle there. Probably got him mad. Whatever he said got him mad. But again, what can you say? Let's start at the top again, because I just want to go through some of the plays in the secondary. We have, 1352. Let me go back up. Believe that was the misassignment. 1236. Verrett gets beat. Jason Verrett's at the top here. Diggs was just working anybody and everybody on the Niners. He knew nobody can guard him. We had nobody that can guard him. Boom. Simple out route. But again, when you're playing man, the Niners played a lot of man. They mixed it up from zone to man. Kasala was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to play these guys. We don't have the personnel. Obviously, Kaijuan Williams being out. Obviously, Emmanuel Mosley being out. And even if E-Man is there, I don't know how much of a difference he'll make, right? But Kaijuan Williams, I think, was the key part here. His speed is underrated. Dante Johnson doesn't have that same speed, that same, line-to-line speed. And some of those missed tackles he had in this game, I'm pretty sure Kaijuan Williams comes down with those tackles. But, yeah, the Niners in the secondary had no speed whatsoever. Jason Verrett, Sherman, they're not speedsters. When you put a speedster on them, they're burnt. And that's what they were in this game. Burnt. They were toast. And so this is all night. Whenever they're playing man-to-man, Josh Allen was targeting, was going to Diggs all the time, it seemed like. But, yeah, Niners had no shot. Niners literally had no shot to stop the Bills. Let's check out this next one. So in my notes I have 49ers played man. And, the same concept goes, the Bills just made the Niners cover every inch of the field. They're going to play man again. But it's like, when you play man, you're going to have to cover everything. Here's Kinlaw. Just kind of work through a little bit of a traffic there to get to, and I mean, it's a simple swing route, right? But Kinlaw has to fight through over Verrett, and now the running back is in open space. So, if he misses that tackle, he picks up that first down. Good job by Kinlaw there, holding on some cloth to get him out of bounds. But putting your players in a good spot, and that was it. Josh Allen identified that this was going to be man, and, that's how it went a lot of the time for the 49ers. So this next one here, there's probably a big miss. It was a big miss from Josh Allen. This was in the second quarter. This should have been a touchdown. Wide open. He was wide open. So, there's going to be a lot of, I guess it's going to get busy here. But this tight end is going to leak over, and no one's going to be covering him. It's a shame he missed it. But even with that being said, he threads the needle. I think it was to this guy. I'm not sure if it was Diggs, but I think it was to this guy. Threads it over Fred Warner. So it's still an impressive throw. Even though he missed a wide open touchdown, it's still an impressive throw to throw it over a 6'3" Fred Warner. It's incredible. When I saw that throw, I'm like, this guy's in his A game. Like, nothing is going to faze him. With all that time he has in that pocket, he's as comfortable, as cool as a cucumber. I said this in my last video. It was just one of those nights that quarterbacks get where they know they're invincible. And Josh Allen knew that. He had that aura last night on Monday Night Football. Let's slow this down. Again, he's going to act like he's going to block up here, but he's going to leak over. And then, I believe this guy, he's going to come across. Look at that throw by Josh Allen. Over Fred Warner, threads the needle. Again, targeting Verrett. But look how wide open this guy is. This guy was ready to walk into the end zone for a touchdown. Probably Josh Allen's biggest whiff of the night. Wish he had that back. He would have had 5 easy touchdowns. Well, this turned into a touchdown anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But the fact is that even with this, forcing this tough throw, he was able to complete it, and they still had a better play. They still could have come up with a better play. Like, that's how on it these Bills were. Again, let's slow it down here. He's looking. He never looked, to his right side, and just threads that needle. When a quarterback's on his A game like that, good luck. Good luck. you have little to no chance with, the guys the 49ers were rolling out, and with a backup quarterback on the other end. Which, leads me, I will be breaking down the offense in a separate video. So, if you're interested in that part of, the game, I'll be making a separate video. I just thought it was important to focus on defense in one video. But let's see. So that was a busted coverage again. There was a lot of those in this game. Let's look at that touchdown pass that was in this drive here. And so one of the things that the Bills were doing, they were obviously identifying if the Niners were in man and zone. A lot of teams do that, not out of the ordinary. So they're going to motion them over. They see that now the Niners are getting into man. Josh Allen is just changing this play. Again, he was in his zone. And so this pass is going to go to Beasley. Sherman's going to be on Beasley. They're just going to clear the space for him to just sit right there at the end, at the very edge, just to get into the end zone. You'll notice that a lot of it is, a lot of concepts are, crossing to the middle of the field. The Bills tried to avoid that to not get Fred Warner or any of the safeties involved. They were just like, your man can't beat us. Your man can't hang out with us. So, we're just going to target them, and just this is all going to clear out here. And then Cole Beasley's just going to sit there. Boom. If he crosses here, Fred Warner probably, gets a hit on him. That's what the Bills tried to avoid Fred Warner's hit. And that's smart on their part, because I would try to do the same. But look how much cushion that is. And he's already loading to throw. I mean, it was a pitch and catch type of game for these Bills, and they knew Sherman, Verrett, whoever it was not gonna guard their guy, and that was the plan all along. I mean, again, styles makes fights. The Bills knew how to win, and the Niners had no clue how to stop, and that was kind of the story of the night last night. And then, the Bills kind of gave the Niners a taste of their own medicine, surprisingly enough. Something the Niners honestly didn't do much, but again, I'll break that down in a separate video. They're going to do a sweep here, a toss. This counts as a pass, but, it's pretty much a jet sweep. So the thing to look at is, obviously, Greenlaw caught in the middle here, doesn't know to play the run, ends up coming the other way. Then you have, these defensive linemen crashing down. Like, Contavious Street is looking towards running. Like, he's just eyeing the running back all along. And the play's coming this way now. And then you have a blocker here, blocker there. So a lot of daylight, And then it's just a misdirection there for a lot of these folks. You would want Deion Jordan to maybe keep his eyes on the backfield a little bit just to understand where the play's going. Like, come on, he was right there. So, yeah, the Bills were just everything they were running was working, seems like. And then, let's see, 247, we have Greenlaw slipping, which cost them a touchdown, pretty much. Greenlaw's up here. Boom, that little slip. That little slip right there. And, the tight end is coming from the other end. He's lined up here. He's motioning over. Probably that formation was a little weird, like just the way he started and then it was snapped. That could have been a false start, but either way, Greenlaw slips. That's all the Bills needed because he couldn't get there in time. And Diggs with a nice block here on Tavarius Moore, and that was the touchdown. So, yeah, just that little slip. This game, it is about inches, and any advantage, a team like the Bills will take advantage of that. So let's look at one more. I mean, it was going to be a bad night when the Niners had a punt with just a little over a minute left, and the Bills went on to score a field goal out of it. So, let's look at this one. This is basically saying your team doesn't have the speed to hang out with us. I mean, Cole Beasley here looks like it's man. That's just too easy of a catch of room. Like, he's so flat-footed right there. I'm not a DB, but either direction he was going to get cooked. So then we have the next play. Well, 2 plays after. The other one was incomplete. This one here looks like there was some communication issues. So my thing is, he's playing zone. He's playing man. He's playing man. He's playing man. These guys are playing zone. I don't know if that's the way it goes. I mean, I'm too dumb to know about defenses, but this guy's coming from all the way over there to try to cover Diggs. And then you have Sherman there. You have Dante Johnson just there chilling. Like, if this was zone, if this was man, let's go back. Let's just finish this play. Why don't we just finish the play? Because it was a huge chunk play. Boom. Diggs catches it, goes out of bounds. But my thing is, if this was man, wouldn't it be, realistically speaking, Dante Johnson with Cole Beasley like we just saw a couple plays ago? And then Verrett covers, I don't know who this guy was. And then, you could still have Ward cover Diggs and then just have, Sherman and Warner and Greenlaw playing zone underneath. Like, I think that's fine. But it seems like half of the people were playing man, half the people were playing zone. Like, these guys are playing zone right here. All these guys right here. These guys were playing man, but if that's the way it was supposed to work, the Bills called a perfect call, because now Ward had to travel literally across the field to get to Diggs, and Diggs with a nice dig route or whatever this was, was wide open. So communication issues or just a bad, play call defensively. Either way, the Bills got it to work. And then Josh Allen, getting some time by moving around, and it was just pitch and catch. That was all day, folks. That was all day. The last play as well, this was a man. This was for sure man-to-man. This was Sherman's man up there. They're going to target him. He's going to come across, I believe, and get some more easy yards. Easy yards. Look at all that. Easy yards for that field goal to end the half. Look at all that cushion. I mean, Sherman, we all know Sherman is not going to keep up with everyone. And when you play man as much as the Niners did, they were just getting cooked even more. And people would say, oh, why they didn't play zone? Because they were cooking just as good with zone coverage. Josh Allen had all day. That's what happens. With man, you would expect a good pass rush. Even with zone, you can't cover these guys for more than 3 seconds. And so with the elusiveness of Josh Allen, they needed some sort of spy on him. But even then, you're losing a player. Bills are spreading the wealth all around right now. And so, yeah, it was nothing the Niners can do to slow them down. Look, everyone's just playing man. And that was just easy money. Easy money. All right. Let's see. What else do we got? I guess we can look at some of Tavarius Moore mistakes that I saw in the second half. Well, let's look at the Dante Johnson one. He missed the tackle too early on. So this is 1st and 10. I believe this is Dante Johnson here. They're going to do, I believe, a wide receiver screen to Cole Beasley. No, it was, it was a swing route. So Dante Johnson has the flat. Boom. Right there. Misses the tackle. That could have been a loss of a yard. And ends up gaining 9 yards instead. That's a huge swing. Because now instead of 2nd and 11, you're at, 2nd and 1. Like, it's just an easy numbers game. Get your man in the open field. And now Dante Johnson. This is why I say Kaijuan Williams was really missed in this one. Because I think he comes down with that tackle. Especially with his speed. He's really quick. And, that changes a drive. That changes definitely, from 2nd to 11, 2nd to 1, that changes the play immediately. So, yeah, there's that. Then you have the bogus, Contavious Street penalty. I'm not even going to show that, but let's go to another Tavarius Moore mistake I saw on this one, 5:53. This was actually a touchdown. I'm just going to play it out because I forget which one is this one. Oh, yeah. So, Bills again, they were realizing that whenever someone motioned over, the Niners were changing their coverage. So what they did, they're like, okay, well, we're going to motion over, and instead of getting settled and giving you an opportunity to change it, we're just going to, hike the ball, and this guy's just going to run a wheel route with full speed. And you can see here, look at the communication issues. Definitely, I think Greenlaw, what he was saying is I'm blitzing, because he does blitz in this play once he motions is over. I think that, like I said, they were trying to change the coverage, and Greenlaw was coming, but Tavarius Moore gets caught in between, and even if he probably if he hangs with this receiver, it's tough, right? It's tough when a guy's already going full speed. So you're already at odds there, but then you factor in this, mishap, and you'll see right now this mishap is critical when a guy's coming full speed. So look, he's trying to communicate. There's Greenlaw trying to communicate to Tavarius Moore. He's like, what's the plan? He's like, all right, I'm coming. They both were trying to come, and they're like, oh, I guess I have to guard this guy. I forget. Wide open. These are the communication issues. And again, this shouldn't be no surprise to Tavarius Moore. I mean, he's already been there for a couple of times, but it's clear that the Niners were not prepared, as much as they wanted to be in this game. A lot of communication issues that need to be cleaned up, and that's just one example. Let's look at one more. This was in the 4th quarter, 9:56. This is another touchdown. I believe this is on Tavarius Moore, but we'll see here. At least Richard Sherman thinks is on Tavarius Moore, just the way he was communicating with him afterwards. So, simple fade route goes into a touchdown, and nobody was catching him. And look at Richard Sherman there. I think he's saying he's playing, 2-man deep, meaning both these safeties are going to get half the field, and they're playing zone. But it looks like, at least Ward was playing his half. I'm not sure what Tavarius Moore was doing or what he was thinking, but I think he was under the impression he was the only deep man back there, because just the way he's playing the middle with nobody in the middle. And so that kind of, that's just too easy. Busted coverage, another miscommunication. And that was part of the night. Another part was just the Niners couldn't stop him. at the end of the day. So there you have it. All right, guys, I'll stop the video right there. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this defensive performance the Niners put out on Monday Night Football. Go ahead and drop your comments below. Thank you all for watching my video. And as always, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.